Hello, happy New Year's. So today's January 1st, and I have a couple clothes that I want to mend up, so that's what I'm gonna do today. I think my resolution is to be so happy with myself that whoever comes into my life, that they'll only bring more joy into my life rather than complete me. I think mending's pretty interesting because sometimes when you mend things, you can't really tell the difference. Like, you're not going to be able to tell that I fixed up these pants. But other times, when I'm going to fix up this jacket, it obviously changes. And I think it's just kind of pretty that if you keep working on things, yes, they'll be different, but I think it's even more beautiful or admirable that you put so much work into it to keep it going, you know? Oh yeah, and what's cool is that when you mend, sometimes things become stronger. And I think these pants will last a lot longer now that I put a lot more time and effort into this one weak spot of it. I'm gonna finish it off. I usually just poke the needle through, wrap the thread around, pull through like a little knot, and then I double knot it for safe measure. And that's mended. Hello again. It's been a couple days. It's Friday now. What happened was I was trying to record more on this freaking GoPro, but it ran out of space. And then I tried to put everything on my computer or get the GoPro app on my phone. And then my phone didn't have storage and I had to update my phone. But I didn't have storage on my phone to update my phone. So I had to sync all my photos and finally back up my phone onto my computer and then delete everything. And then I finally updated my phone, downloaded the app, and cleared my SD card. And I'm back. Yeah. I think last time I was doing this, I mended the crotch of my pants. Very nice, lovely, lovely, but it's not done yet because the last thing I want to do is get a little witchy with it. I have let's see if I can, yeah, you see that? So these are like runes from like Wicca practices, and like I'm not a witch, but like I don't know, I like adding little secrets and surprises to my articles of clothing, so I'm gonna like make a small patch and add that into the pant. What if I did this setup like this? I'm just like, hello? And I do my little thing. I'm not gonna do that. I actually have, I gotta go to dance and then I'll work on these pants, but I'll see you after. This is so fun. Okay, so dance was canceled from the snow and I didn't know this and I drove all the way there. I'm very sad I didn't dance. I broke the doorknob on the way home. So I have to fix that tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna get back to the crochet stuff, I promise, or the embroidery stuff. But I'm gonna play a little more Stardew today. And then, yeah, I'll do that. Also, I'm so happy today. I adulted. I got car insurance. So one thing off my parents, one thing on me. So yeah, cool stuff. So the reason why I wanted to mend these pants is that they're actually a gift from my grandmother on my dad's side. She sewn these herself for me one Christmas, and they're so warm. I love them so much. They're worth upkeep. I just hope you remember that good things are worth upkeep. Even when they start to fall apart, you have to maintain them. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna mend are these pants. I think I love wearing them out. They look so good, except this one's gonna be a bit trickier. In the back, it just has like I don't know if you can see this, like a couple of holes. Just because of how much the fabric is thinning out. And I don't have any black thread, so I'm gonna use this like dark purple and just kinda bring the whole, like, just patch it up. So I don't know if it'll look as good, but you know, you gotta try. I think mending is a very beautiful thing because it means you find something worth repairing, right? Or this still means a lot to me, and even if it won't look the same, I want to still find a way to keep this in my life. So it's a very beautiful and intimate thing, and I highly recommend thinking about what you want to mend in your life, even if it's something small like clothes that just make you very happy, or people and mending relationships with them. Some things can't be mended, right? Kind of broken beyond repair and just need to be repurposed. But some things can just be patched up a little bit. If you've been taking good care of it, the less you have to mend it and just appreciate it for what it is. So I definitely probably just partied a little too hard in these pants. Or just loved it aggressively. So be gentle with what you care about. So mending will always happen, but that way you don't have to mend things as much, right? Yeah. I have a lot of like college memories in these pants, like going out to dance with my friends and mostly parties and social gatherings. And I wasn't like a huge like party girl, but you know, it was always fun to have like a ritual of getting dressed up and having the perfect outfit. And these pants were so fun to dance in because they just made you look very good. Compliments your form kind of deal. So I think some people call these like the booty shorts, or like, I don't know, they're the type where they're kind of form-fitting, they got a stripy pattern, and they're like flared or boot cut at the bottom. Seems to be popular. I'm trying to think about like how to best describe my New Year's resolution. I kind of let the universe decide what my resolution was gonna be. I wrote like 13 wishes I had for the new year, and then every day I like pulled one out of the hat kind of deal, and I was like, all right, this one, it'll kind of be like a passive resolution, but the last resolution I was left with is I will learn from my travels. So that means I really got to put in the work and find some places to go and get new experiences from. My first travel is actually next Thursday. I'm going to Tennessee to see some family. So I wonder what I will learn from that. I have like one baby hole. There's like two I could patch up, but let me get over here first. These are not the best patches. It's just I don't want anything peeking through these pants, so even if it's just like all these are around my butt, not gonna lie, so that's why I'm really like, if these were like holes by like the bottom, I wouldn't care as much, but I don't want people seeing what they don't need to see. But yeah, learning from my travels, I'm wondering what I will learn. Hopefully you'll learn how to mend better, Jesus, or find some better techniques for fabrics that are so thin like this. I also want to learn just kind of trusting that I don't need boyfriends. Oh my gosh, I don't need boyfriends. I've had one for like a lot of my life, so just kind of figuring out, yeah, I can kind of hold my own. It would be nice to have like a partner, but living your life not really looking for one, but giving space for one to show up kind of deal. I'm gonna try that out. That's kind of a New Year's resolution, is to not worry about boys. Kind of hard though, because that's been like, for a lot of my life, the driving factor about things, you know. And you gotta trust that having those relationships be completed is the right move. And then learn as much as you can from them. So that way, when the next person shows up, you both learn how to treat each other well. Almost done mending these pants. Just gonna tie them off. And this was so simple. It was like only about 6 minutes. And that's just another thing I can get a lot more wear out of. Lesson is buy higher quality things so you don't have to patch them up as much. But if you love something, keep working on it. Alright, now the next one. Alright, good morning. It is Sunday. It's 10:45 and I kind of feel ready to like start my day. So I'm gonna shower, gonna get dressed, and then go see where I go from there. Okay, I'm gonna do some skincare or just general care. Finished up my shower and I was thinking about, you know, I guess the technical term is shadow work, and like what insecurities or things that you view negatively about yourself are actually, like, instead of being better than your insecurities, like trying to understand why you have them and what service they're actually providing for you, but sadly in a way that's maybe not helping you in a way you want anymore. Yeah, I think one was, for me, it's like I'm always searching for someone because I think deep down I didn't think I could provide for myself. And it's like, oh, I guess because for a lot of my life, people were protecting me and always just like looking for someone else to do that. And instead, I guess the real route is like, you know, take care of myself. So that's what I'm going for. And just like, how can I provide for myself instead of someone else? So I guess I'll always still have that feeling of like looking for someone, but I'm gonna try to not be clouded by that judgment, so that way I can see people and not judge them on like, do I think they will provide anything in my life? It's more of just like, oh, who are you? I want to get to know you. I'm curious to see how that benefits me in the dating scene once I get back into it. Alright, that's hair done. Now for skincare. I'm losing so much hair. Shedding like a madman. I also think another reason why I look for relationships a lot is, I'd say my family's a pretty good team. Like, we all help out each other and support each other, and I think I do very well in that type of like group or team part, like collaborative setting. So I'm always looking for someone to like be a team player with me, but that's not everybody's prerogative, and I think I could learn a thing or two from holding on like independence and self-sustaining. So yeah. And I think the one thing I need to sustain myself the most in is just like not relying on other people for emotional stability. Like, I don't need someone to tell me it's fine. Like, I'll hold my own weight. Like, I'm trying to like not rely on other people to make me feel safe, and just feel safe unless I'm not safe, or I think that's why I'm vlogging too, just to like see where my head's been at. Does the whole universe need to know? No, but I'll get better at this. Alright, that's all for skincare. Okay, so last thing I want to patch up are, I feel like these are like my signature pants. I got like a men's extra large, and then patched up and bleached it and did all this crazy stuff to it. I love it very much. I kind of call these my breakup pants, or like side girl pants, because I made them after a breakup, obviously. One thing I had to do is like, yes, there was a button here, but I had to add another loop for a buckle just because it was so big. So now I need to patch up the zipper because it became undone. So let's do that. I don't really know, I should figure this out as I keep making them, right? But what type of vibe I want these vlogs to be. I think I want them to be pretty cozy, so that way you can just kind of like hang out while I complete little chapters of my life. I'm also wondering if I should keep these all like art related and like craft related, or if this is like a life vlog. I'm not really sure yet. I just knew I had to like do something, right? And this felt right. Ooh, I could do whip stitches here. So I'm like right along a seam. So can I show this better? Here's, oh, come on now. Here's the zipper, here's the pant. So I could just like whip stitch instead of, I don't know, other stitches. I don't know what the name of all of them, but basically the whip stitch was the first one I learned because I did ballet as a kid, and when you get your point shoes, you gotta learn how to sew your point shoes, and you would use a whip stitch. And I like did some sewing before ballet, so I wasn't bad at it, but that was like a pivotal. I was like, all right, you gotta learn skills. Learn a skill, very fun. I kind of want to get into metal smithing, silversmithing, and learn how to make rings, but one habit at a time. I also really got into cross stitch, so I'll probably keep that up as well. I love cross stitch. It's so satisfying and like slow, meditative. I love slow crafts, or like big projects that take forever to finish. Continuous labors of love are my vibe. I like them a lot. These pants, I'd say, took me a couple years to make, just because I had thoughts about what to put on them, and I really took my time about adding them till I felt like closure in that relationship to call these pants done. So I know, taking a couple years to get over a guy, not really, but it was more like just be accepting of the experiences I experienced, right? I just gotta tell myself I like trying new things, even if I'm not good at them. Do I actually like being bad at things? No, but you gotta be happy that you're trying things. Ooh, another thing I'm doing, I'm joining PewDiePie's reading challenge, and the first book is about Taoism. Very excited to read about it. I learned some things about Taoism. I think that's the philosophy I resonate the most with. Second, he's not a philosopher. I really love The Little Prince by Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, and like kind of the outlook of life he explores in that book and the messages. But philosopher, I'd say Nietzsche. Is that how you pronounce his name? He's pretty interesting. I want to get into his work more because I don't fully get it, but it's like interesting. And I don't have my scissors on me at the moment, so I'm using my pruners because that's how it is. And now, safety pin out, and that is another thing I cared about mended. Yippee! There's one more thing. This is an important flannel to me. On the back, I've already done a bunch of like mending and patching, and on the sleeves as well, and there's paint on this too. One of the sleeves has a hole. Which sleeve is it? Right here. So I'm gonna put another patch on top. But this flannel kind of taught me the cost of things. Basically, these, I was like 16 and my mom took me to LL Bean. She loves that store. Okay, my video cut out, but basically she took me to LL Bean, and then I saw this flannel I liked and saw it was like $60, and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is too expensive, I'm not gonna get it. And my mom's like, no, expensive things are worth buying because they'll last you forever. So she got me that flannel, and I was just like, okay, well, I'm gonna really make sure this flannel lasts. And that's what I did. Every time it would thin out, I would keep using it, I would patch it up. And when it became like a very casual jacket instead of like an everyday jacket, I wouldn't mind wearing it while I did manual labor in the cold. Like when I was in a paint shop, I wouldn't mind getting paint all over it. It became a work shirt. That shirt has so much value to me, and it taught me the value of things. And yeah, if it's gonna last forever, I'm gonna make it last forever. Alright, mending done. Let me pause that. Okay, mending over. Next thing I'm gonna do, I have a bunch of like little push pins on the floor. So I'm gonna make a little pumpkin and make it a push pin. And yeah, that's the next craft. I wanted to talk a little bit more about mending, and I have a passage from a Taoism book, and the subject is about redemption. So here we go. At that time, the broken will be made perfect, the bent will be made straight, the empty will be filled, the worn out will be renewed. Those having little will obtain much, and those having much will overcome. The wise, embracing unity, will become the world's model. Not striving, they will become enlightened. Not asserting themselves, they will become distinguished. Not boasting, they will be praised. Not building up themselves, they will endure. As much as they embrace the world will embrace them. Is the old saying, the broken shall be restored, a false hope? No. All will be restored and return rejoicing. I think redemption is very similar to mending. It's given a second chance. Recently, I've been thinking about redemption a lot because recently I got dumped, and that sucked. instantly my brain wants to go into the mode of, if you care about it, work on it, fix it, reach out, try to mend this relationship. In reality, the best thing to do is let them go, let them be. Just maybe by not being there, I'm helping more by not being there rather than reaching out. And my brain is telling me like, oh, you're quitting, you're giving up. But in actuality, this is inaction, and it is so much harder than giving up. I'm no longer holding on to the idea that I can redeem that relationship or mend it, but by not doing anything there, something's being mended that I won't understand. And I feel little signs of this because I feel myself being mended. Through my clothes being fixed up, there's little parts of me that are being rebuilt by inaction and slowing down. So I hope you get something out of that as well. So stop doing something. It's very hard. Ta-da! Little pumpkin. I'm very proud of it. Already making great use out of it. So now my pins can go in a cushion instead of in my feet. Alright. I don't know what the next one's gonna be. I'll let you know. Okay. I don't know if I recorded the last thing. I wanted to say it's the 7th. I don't know what day that is. The last project I'll show is I'm doing a cross stitch. This one's going to be of a tarot card called the World, also known as the Dancer. Very relevant to me. I had a big tarot reading in October that kind of shook me, and now I've been into tarot. So that's cool. Not the worst thing to get into, I think. Today's been kind of like bleh. Hasn't felt like the best day, but you know, made the most of it. I adulted slightly, which is nice. Yeah, keep going if things feel like garbage. Anyways, Happy New Year's. And hopefully I'll keep this habit up. This is so freaking sick. I have it on my phone as well, so I can like... Wait, come on. Angles. Damn, I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah, that's funny. That's funny. I can see the back of my head. This is crazy. Don't look at my room, it's so messy.